it might be a good time for me to, provide some step and process onto this, so that, later on, if she's when you guys do some LinkedIn outreach, then you're ready to apply the process, to help her to do that. So before jumping into the details, obviously you guys already seen this sales methodology many times already. And in the previous training, I touched base on the warm phase, which is, doing content creation to warm your current network and current connection up, and potentially convert them into, conversation in the hot phase. However, LinkedIn outreach is in the cold phase, which means that they are not yet aware of your brand, and they don't even realize, your brand name, or don't even realize what is your service yet. So this is where we will introduce our brand. It could be the company brand or the personal brand, and just, start building that initial conversation so that they actually aware of us, and then they can go into, look at our content or engage with our content. That's why we always start with the warm phase first, so that we have the foundation there. And so we want, and when we want to expand that network and that connection, we can do this LinkedIn outreach as a tactic. Aside LinkedIn outreach, we have other tactic as well that we can increase the connection, which is high impact outreach, or paid ads. However, today I'll mainly touch base on the LinkedIn outreach process. So the purpose of this training is to, provide a clear understanding for you guys of why LinkedIn has been selected as our primary marketing platform, and how it supports our broader, brand and business objective, and also as well as our clients' ones. By adopting a pull marketing strategy, which is, pulling people into our funnel instead of, push out, like doing ads, for example, that's push. But this one is like pull marketing, and we try to attract the clients and even the employees as well, organically, to create the dynamic where they are drawn into engage with us, engage with our content, engage with our, materials, rather than us pushing the message towards them. And this training will be a guide to help you to, manage and execute the LinkedIn outreach activities, to ensure that all of the efforts align with our brand positioning, professionalism, and relationship building approach. So just a few metrics and statistics on LinkedIn. As you can see here, there's 1.2 billion of LinkedIn user worldwide at the moment. I mean, this one is from, February this year. These numbers may have already increasing for now. So they really stand out as a premier global professional network. People, as you know already, people going onto this platform to look for jobs, to hire, or to do business in this platform rather than, Facebook or Instagram. That's why it attracts a lot of, individuals who are shifting their focus away from Facebook to build their professional network. Number two, LinkedIn is one of the most effective platforms for professional networking, because it encourages outreach and connection with people who you haven't met before. Something that, consider normal and valuable in the business context. So instead of, going to events, you can go on LinkedIn and start connecting with people to expand your professional network online. And that online connection might lead up to the, in-person connection, for example. In contrast, platforms like Facebook and Instagram are more personal and social. We're usually sharing, daily updates and, things that we want to share with our friends rather than, our, professional network. So it makes it, less suitable for professional cold outreach. And on LinkedIn, maintaining a polished and professional profile often lead to a steady growth in connection. And many users are open to expand their network with like-minded professionals, it helps to create a ripple effect where every new connection can open doors to others. You can think of LinkedIn as a live growing database. The more you connect with people, the larger and the more useful your network becomes. And you never know where is opportunities can come from by just knowing people from different companies, different industries. And to keep the outreach focused and measurable, what we usually do at Social Star is to build around 100 new LinkedIn connection per month, and recorded the engagement outcomes to track what's working and where we can improve. We obviously can do more than that. It's just a matter of time. If we have more time, obviously we can spend more time to send out more LinkedIn outreach to connect with more people. But we, after doing it for a lot of clients, we said that 100, connection is pretty enough and manageable per month. Another thing to consider for LinkedIn outreach is connection criteria. So obviously, when we, as I mentioned before, like even when we do the content, we always think about who is our target audience that we want to reach out to. And so same as LinkedIn outreach, we don't just, connect with random people. Obviously we can, however, we want to keep it focused and targeted so that we can, get closer to the outcomes that we want, because our goal of LinkedIn outreach is really increase our visibility, our awareness to the specific people that we want to connect with. And by growing a network of relevant connections, you aim to strengthen the awareness of your business or your personal profile within the industry and position your brand as a trusted professional brand. For example, I work for a pen physician. So he's really famous in the healthcare industry, and every month we send out 100 LinkedIn outreach to the stakeholder as well. However, we don't stick to one specific title, but we can, in month 1 we can, connect to psychologists, or in month 2 we can start connect to physiologists, or in month 3 we can connect to the GPs. Even though they have multiple titles, they all create like a relevant and essential network base for my client. That's why we do it that way. And then when identifying the right people to connect with, we can consider a few criteria that you can actually filter it on LinkedIn. So you can filter the title, just search for the title on LinkedIn search bar. You can choose specifically what kind of location you want to connect with people in which location. Is your client want to connect with people all around Australia, or they want to focus on Melbourne first, or they want to focus on Brisbane first? And then you can choose the industries as well. Is it like in healthcare industry, fashion, logistic? You can filter that on LinkedIn. And then you can filter the company headcount as well. It just represents, how large or small that company is. Just depend on, your client business focus. And obviously you can filter the seniority level as well. Is it the decision makers? Is it the influencer? Or is it the professional with relevant expertise? So basically, is it the business owner of that company, or is it like the specific logistic manager of that company that you want to connect to? And you can filter all of these in your LinkedIn. Next one is the message. So there's 2 ways that you can do. So obviously you can just send out a connection without putting any message into it, right? However, we found that the percentage of getting people to connect it back to you is a bit lower compared to when you actually send them a specific message. Because in that message is an opportunity for you to actually introduce yourself to the person that you want to connect to. You can actually, attach like a link or a resources that is valuable to them to read. So basically you create the value at the initial stage already, instead of just like, hey, let's connect to me, but you actually provide them something that they can see that you are valuable already, that they want to connect it back. And when you're sending the LinkedIn connections, it's not always for the clients. It could be that if you have like a hiring or recruitment project, you can actually filter out, the people that you want to connect with and offer the jobs to them. You might have already received some of the, LinkedIn inbound message from the recruiter saying that, hey, I have these opportunities. Do you want to work with me? And then they send you a message about it. For your client, it could be, if they want to expand their team, we can do that recruitment project for them. If they have like the webinar coming up soon, we can send out a message to invite people to the webinar as well. And by sharing, key takeaway from a respected industry event, you demonstrate, the credibility and expertise without being too salesy. And, our focus is on helping and not try to pitching something for them, not try to pitch our brand, not try to pitch our products, but actually offering value for them so that they can see that value and connect it back. And for the action, so there's a few steps into the process, which is pretty straightforward. First, you need just to log into your client LinkedIn profile, and then use the search filters to find the individuals that match with the roles and criteria outlined in the previous slide that I show. And then after you click connect and send out the message, you need to put in, the person that you send the message to into the Google Sheet before, sending that connection request. This to ensure that every average attempt is trackable, because at the end of the month, after we send out 100 LinkedIn average, for example, at the start of the month, and then at the end of the month, we want to track it. We want to track how many people connected back. Is there any, replies? Is there any, business opportunities that you need to pass on, or you need to notify to your client that they are aware of, so that they can prioritize following up with those people. I will show you the how the Google Sheet look in the next pages. And once the request has been sent, you just need to update the spreadsheet to mark the action as completed. And then before adding a new contact, you can just search on the Google spreadsheet to confirm that you didn't send that request to that person before. So if you already sent them once, do not send the connection request again. And then we use the following color codes to track the connection progress. So if they connected and replied to your message, you can just highlight it as green. And if they connected but has not replied, then you can highlight it as red. It just gives your client a clear view on how's engagement that connection effort went. And as I mentioned before, at the end of the month, we will do review and update the spreadsheet to keep records to keep the record accurate and up to date. This is how the LinkedIn average tracker template look. So there will be name, which you put the full name of the person in there. I always hyperlink that name with their LinkedIn profile, so that at the end of the month, when you click into the URL, you can just easily look at, if they connected back or not. If there's no link, you might need to type it in LinkedIn again, which might take more time. And then filling the date of the request that you send the connection to. If they connected back, you can just put like a tick box to tick it. And if there's any replies, then you can tick it as well. And then if there's any outstanding notes that you need to pass on to your client, you can fill in this column. And after you finalize the message to the person, you can paste it on here as well. It's just easier to access. And I already created this template and attached it to your intern folder. So anytime that you need to use it for your client, feel free to duplicate it and start using it. At any point that you confused or not sure how to, fill in or how to do something, feel free to, just reach out to me. Is it clear so far for you guys? It's pretty straightforward, right? And then to do that from our end, we need to get a few things from the clients as well to make sure that we have the key details and resources to get started. So first, obviously, access to their personal LinkedIn profile if they are comfortable giving you, because that's the only way that you can actually sending out connections, by logging into their profile. Second, if there's anything, the key material that they want to share with the people that they want to connect to, you need to get that material from them. Sometime I will attach the link of one of the educational posts that I post on LinkedIn, and then put it on the LinkedIn message as a value add. Sometimes it could be like a PDF of a guide or something that you want to give to the person. And then finally, you need to know who is the target titles and the audiences that your client want to outreach to. So by knowing of these three things, you can just start it on the LinkedIn outreach project. And I think LinkedIn is the topic that Andrew already showed us a few weeks ago, and I think some of the BYOB participants really keen to get onto it as well. So in your next meeting, I think it will be helpful if you can add it on as your one point that you bring it up with your client to see if they are ready to do LinkedIn outreach, and if you still have capacity aside with content creation or whatever project that you are working for them. If you still have capacity, just raise it up and see if they need your help to do this for them. It's only for 100 connection. I think we usually spend 1 to 2 hours to complete it. So if you spend like 1 hour per week, then you already send out like 1 to 200 connection for them, which will be really helpful in helping to expand their networks. Hi. Yeah, that is the process that I want to show you. Is there any questions from you guys or any feedback? Is it like clear enough for you? Is there anything like you want me to clarify? And obviously after the meeting, we'll send the pack to you so that you can follow the process. All clear? Okay, so I'll stop sharing now. We still have 5 minutes. Actually, thank you for listening to that process as well. We still have 4 minutes left. So feel free to unmute and just share anything that you would like to share with others, like client updates, any projects that you're working on at the moment that you want to share with other people. Nicole? I saw like a really interesting video that you do for Tiana. It was really good.
Thank you. Actually, that one is made by Pexa, and I give her some advice. Yeah.
Okay, so Pexa actually designed it.
Yeah. Like I give her idea that maybe we can promote the website, and then
Yeah, okay. Let me show that video for you guys. Actually, it was really good. I didn't notice that, but Andrew actually pinged me and say, "Look at this work! It's amazing." Okay, let me share my screen. It's on the screen. Is it coming through okay? Oh, it's not this one. No, it's not that one. Sorry. Is another one.
That was my one.
Yeah.
The one.
It was for Angus, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you send me the link, Nicole, of that? I think it's from Instagram.
Okay, let me see.
Oh, she puts it as a story. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I put it in the chat box. Should be this one.
Okay. Okay, you guys ready? Yeah, it's just like a video of showcasing, I think the artwork that Peps, like Tiana, produced. A lot of like nice animation, sound effects. So I thought I'd just share it with you guys so that you guys can have a look. All right, that's all from me. If you guys don't have any other question, then see you guys next week. Alrighty, bye guys. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.